We are live, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Shades and Trades here. Let me act like a weatherman for a second and point at the chart. There is your bottom 003s. The last time we were down here this cheap, the stock eventually ran to a high of, oops, let me use my little controller here. Oh, there you go. Ooh, so fancy. Okay, there you go. That gives you a better look at the charts. The last time it bottomed out like this, we had a run to 1 penny before falling. I remember this. I remember a lot of the Aitx Discord was like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Shades. You're dumb. This is going to go to dollars. And I'm just sitting here like, really? Are these people just, are they all dumb in there? Like, that's not how this works. Okay, now let's continue here. So they got too excited. People sold, and then we bagged the shareholders, and now they're holding a bag all the way down to the 003s, and we load again and do it all over again because that's what the penny stock game is about. It's about bagging people. We don't care about anyone else but bagging the shareholders. Let them hold the bag. Let them think it's going to go to the moon. Let them think it's going to go to dollars, and we continue to do this ad nauseum until until it goes to zero, right? Wherever that may, if that ever happens, which I doubt. Because this is actually a pretty good company when you sit back and don't pay attention to the dilution and everything else that's going on with the stock. But another thing I wanted to touch on is the fact that I was in the Aitx Discord. I was taking a look in there, and they were talking about share buybacks. But share buybacks, it ain't happening. I mean, Nvidia just announced a 50 billion, yeah, they're going to buy back a ton of shares. But Nvidia tanked to $101. It tanked. Think about, imagine a company announcing a share buyback and it tanks. Now, if you're not an Nvidia shareholder, you're probably like, what do I care? I'm not holding that. But imagine Aitx does a share buyback, announces it, and it tanks. And I wanted to say this because it just comes to show you that it doesn't matter who you are, what company you are. It doesn't matter how big of a company you are. It doesn't matter how big your revenues are. You can announce a share buyback doesn't guarantee anything. If anything, I mean, well, it's Nvidia, right? It guarantees an opportunity to add nice and cheap, but that's because it's Nvidia. Aitx could announce a share buyback, and I don't know if it would even do much. Maybe it would get people excited and move the share price, but anyone asking for a share buyback right now, they just want to pump. That's really what they're asking for at this point, because people get desperate. Right now, we're in the desperate phase. Oh, please, why don't you move? It's not moving. Maybe today will move, and just a bunch of crybabies. At the top, they're hype. At the bottom, they're crying. That's just a cycle, right? Another thing they wanted to go on about is the reverse split extension date. They have not extended the reverse split. They have not extended that. They made a PR long ago. Hey, we're not going to reverse split until 2021 until 2025 unless we're uplisting. So that hasn't been extended. You would think there would be a PR coming out at some point real soon, going over the fact that they're going to extend it to 2026, but that hasn't happened. So that's a problem because a lot of people are just not going to touch it. Shareholders will touch it because they're already holding the bag anyways, but no one's going to jump in. Traders aren't going to jump. No one's going to jump in. Like, why would I touch? Only the dumb ones would jump in, because why would you want to touch something that's going to reverse split? And people aren't that stupid. They don't want to be a part of that. That's why when a reverse split is announced, it doesn't skyrocket. It comes down, in case you haven't noticed. So that has to be extended. If there's no extension on that, that's not going to give people confidence. People are just going to be like, well, this could reverse split at any point, because there's no longer a promise, a statement, I should say, not promise. There's no longer a statement in a PR saying that, hey, we're not reverse splitting until 2026, January 1st or whatever. So that's a problem. And what else? There's one more thing I believe that's a problem. It's dilution. We've talked about that already ad nauseum. Dilution's a problem. We'll see if that actually is trending downward. But even if it is trending downward, it's still dilution, right? It's just, if they're diluting 250 million instead of 333 million, it's still dilution. It's still quite a bit, right? Let's not pretend otherwise. It's still a lot. What else? I forgot what else. There's one more thing, and I hate when I forget. Like, I had the topics in my head, and it just goes away. Dilution, share buybacks, reverse splits. I don't remember. I guess this is it. This is it for the video, because I can't recall what my other topic was. But there you go, guys. That is the game plan. I do believe if I go to the website right now and look up the reverse split extension date, because I don't think they reverse split no AITX. I bet you it will pop up as soon as I look it up. AITX, no reverse split. Well, I guess I was wrong. Where's the PR for this? AITX stock, no reverse split extension. That's probably what I needed to type in. On January 6, 2022, the company issued a formal statement committing to wait, why am I using the mouse? Committing to no reverse stock split until January 1st, 2024. The 8K file today extends this date to January 1, 2025. The problem is they haven't extended it to January 1, 2026. That is the problem. That is the issue. Okay, so we know no reverse split until January 1st, 2024, but where's the and it got extended to January 1st, 2025, and that's why I was saying January 1st, 2026 is what we need next, because the company noted it may confirm further extensions depending on the business conditions. So we don't know what the conditions are, but it seems like they have not announced the next extension, so I think that's a big problem. They need to extend that, or else no one's just gonna. People aren't stupid. They're not gonna look at this and go, "Ooh, what an opportunity! It's gonna reverse split on my dumb head. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that." The people aren't that stupid. The stupidest ones are the ones that hold the bag all the way down and just continue to average down. Of course, what choice do they have? They're not that bright in the first place for buying a penny stock at the top and thinking it was gonna go to dollars. That was their mistake. I learned from mine and I moved on. And I'm not touching penny stocks ever again after this last AITX trade. That is me learning from my mistakes, taking responsibility for my losses, and accepting that, hey, penny stocks, they're great and all in terms of volatility, but sometimes you just got to walk away from it because there are better companies out there, better stocks out there. And NVIDIA dropped 25%, guys, and then it moved 25%. Are you kidding me? Like, there's so much opportunity beyond penny stocks, but people don't get that. So I think this is the biggest issue. The fact that they have not extended it. And we're in September, guys, by the way, September 9th. So they need to come out with an extension on that. And I believe, what was the other one? No, I don't think that's it. I think that might be the biggest one. Because the reason they did this in the first place, the reason they even did this in the first place was to give people confidence because no one wanted to touch it. And we need that confidence back. Because we've had way too many PRs that are superior. These PRs are better than the ones that have come out in the past couple of years. Bigger orders, bigger numbers, operational cash flow positivity. And the only difference between then and now is just that there's been no extension. And we're 3 months away from the 1st of 2025. I think that might be the biggest problem. I think that's the biggest issue. And unless Steve Reinhardt is waiting, let me sit down. What am I doing? I'm still trying to figure out the format. I'm going to have two different formats now. But I think that's the biggest issue is, that there's been no extension. And I think if Steve Reinhardt is waiting till the end of year to announce that, then maybe we'll get a pump at the end of the year. Now I remember the topic. The other topic I wanted to talk about is, I just forgot. Okay, but anyways, unless he's going to extend it at the end of the year, I don't think we're going to get much movement to the upside. We're just not. No one's going to buy this until they extend that reverse split, until that PR comes out for 2026, January 1st. That's what I believe, because that's really the only difference. They've always been diluting heavy, so what's changed or what's different? That's it. That's the only difference, is they haven't extended that like they did back then. So, and I'm probably rambling at this point because I'm still trying to figure out what was that other topic. Can't remember it off the top of my head. I had it and now it's gone. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I'm still trying to figure out the format. Hopefully you guys let me know what you think on this new format. But the Weatherman format, I don't know what to call it. That's what I'm calling it. But yeah, buy here, sell here. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.